A little something for the weekend with Sam Hunt.
Right on time this morning it is, Sam Hunt. Morning, Sam.
Hello, Wamo. How are you?
I'm well.
Good, good spacey music. Is there? Who was that guy? Tim or Tim Guy?
Tim Guy.
It's one of those names you can put either one first, isn't it?
I suppose you could actually, yeah.
You can't put my name. Mine would be Hunt Sam, which would be a bit much. Speaking of being hunted, I don't know whether it's a website or what it is. Oh, good morning. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Yeah. But I always like hearing that introduction they put together for me there with the Kokako and Don McGlash and guitar.
Yeah.
Very lovely. I don't know whether it's having a web page or not. What do you call it? A website.
Yeah.
But I seem to be getting a lot of poems from different people, and I mean there's the odd really great one, and there's an awful lot of stuff you think, why, why are you writing these things? Just that sounds awful, but some people just don't seem to get it somehow with poems. I don't know. Maybe it was kicked out of them at school, but they're trying to write it, and it was sort of odd.
So you're saying don't give up the day job.
Well, don't give up. I remember last week I told that poem of W.H. Auden's on the death of Yeats, and all the records agree the day of his death was a dark, cold day. Well, Auden, I think it was Auden, when he took on the chair of poetry at Oxford University, which is an honorary degree, an honorary position. Robert Graves, all the great, not all, but many of the great poets have occupied that, and a lot of them, when they've gone there, have put the word out to the students that while they're in that position, they're very happy to read student verse.
Yeah.
Well, Auden, the old Auden, who liked to get to bed early and didn't take much, he was a pretty strange old bugger. Looked like an old rhinoceros towards the end of his life, which was around about this. But he put it out. He put out the word that he was not in the least bit interested in reading any student verse, and if it were any good, he would get to see it anyway. Well, I don't go. I'm not suggesting that. Not at all. No, I just always wonder. I just think all the communication, but that's the difficult or simple thing of writing a poem. Some people have just got it, and it's just a matter of opinion. I mean, one poem which mightn't work for me may work for somebody else.
You've opened the floodgates, Sam.
But I always remember that, though, and I mean, it is. I mean, you can hear, somebody sings in front of an audience. Some people will be touched by that voice, and other people won't be. And I guess it's the same there, But I celebrate the good stuff. I do. Actually, speaking of that, I've got tonight. I'm going up to support my young son's band that he plays lead guitar in, and they're in the Northern Regional Finals of the Smoke-Free Rock Quest.
Yes. Now, I know a couple of the judges. Do you want me to...
Backhanders,
yeah.
Good idea. Good idea. Actually, a friend of my older son, Tom, is, I think, one of the judges in Wellington, but this is the Northern one.
Yeah.
And I think it's something like 10 or 12 acts have got through to this stage, and then 2 will be selected tonight. This is up at Forum. If anyone's interested, Forum North at 7 o'clock. And so Alf's band is playing. I may have mentioned the name of their band before, which is Smoke and Mirrors.
Yes.
Which I just don't know how it'll go down in the Smoke-Free Rock Quest, but they're still there. And so it as a band, also apparently very good all-girls band from Kerry called Bare Feet, which apparently not only are they a pretty good act, but apparently very, very good musicians.
What sort of style? Sort of rock and roll, or?
Don't know yet. With Alf's band, they're playing originals that he and Tasman Salter, who's the lead, the vocalist and rhythm guitar. Taz, so Taz and Alf, there's a photograph of the band in the local paper. It's so funny because all the other boys are 15 and 16 and Alf's 12.
Yeah.
It's like the little angel. Would that were true.
Is he lead singer?
Eh?
Is he singing?
Yeah, well, he's doing BV.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. So, we're looking forward to it. an old guitarist friend of mine who is not because of physical things these days not able to play guitar, but one of the great guitarists from Auckland, an old friend of mine, who must remain nameless, is coming north to take the show and see what's happening with the young talent. So
Cool.
It'll be good. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I've got a poem to read you.
Great.
Yeah, it's a poem not by me. I wish it were. It's a poet that we have visited before.
Yes.
The lady from Dundee, Tracy Hurd. She wrote that poem. You may remember my telling it a few months ago, called Anne Sexton's Last Letter to God.
Yes.
You remember that? And her
I
volume
do.
is called Dead Redhead. This is the one that she's done other volumes as well, but the volume I've got is called Dead Redhead, which is just great. It's got on the cover. It's got the oil on canvas reproduction of the oil on canvas of the execution of Lady Jane Grey, who's beautiful redhead. Then on the back, it's quite interesting. You get a photograph of Tracy Hurd, and sure enough, she's got red hair. But anyway, I'd just like to. I think she's a great poet, and she lives in Dundee. And the poem which sort of jumped out at me this week, among other things, is this poem by Tracy Hurd, which is called A World with Only One Song. The black disk in my world is spinning, the needle jumps sideways, back to the beginning. The sun, that blinding great composer, has rolled the day right over. My heart is a tree cut clean through, the woodman has ripped it from the heart of you. The forest is a single tree, a ring of mirrors, reflects it to infinity. My mind has scattered all its seeds, and the trail is bare, and my heart bleeds. My heart and my head are empty now, and no green seeds will ever grow up into the sky where Jack can climb and lose himself in perfect time, and the giant will snap the fragile stalk, and weeds will choke the healing clock. And when the hands grind to a halt, I will descend into the starless vault that was my heart and find the clue that will lead me at last away from you. The steps lead down and down and down. There has only ever been one song, each note swallowed by the carrion birds. You and I have lost the words. That's called A World with Only One Song.
Do you like that?
You like that? It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. She's a great poet. She's a great poet. And now, having said what may sound like a slightly negative thing about some of the poems that I have received, I at the same time, in fact, unlike W.A. Jordan, I warmly encourage anyone who would like to send a poem and just and if they find something which really lifts off.
Okay.
We would certainly bring it to a bigger audience.
It's samhunt.co.nz.
That's what it is? Yes?
That's the website.
But we haven't learned how to. We haven't got the software yet. Well, my manager hasn't. I don't think. He may have. I'll be talking to him later today. To put stuff on. I want to put some new poems on there and things like that.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And you can put dates of gigs coming up, and I've got a whole lot there which aren't up there yet. But we're just learning. We're quite new boys on the block.
We should make sure we get these somehow we get these videos up there as well.
Yeah, videos. Videos of what?
Of you. Well, me and talking to you.
Oh, how would they get me? But because I'm out at sea at the moment.
We've got a picture representation of you.
Oh, I see. Not a living true picture.
No, it's you frozen in time.
Frozen in time. Well, it's not a bad place to be frozen, I guess. Hey, Whammo, you have a good weekend and don't get too frozen in time.
And you certainly won't.
I will do my best to keep moving.
All right.
See you, Whammo.
See you, Sam.
See you.
That was a little something for the weekend with Sam Hunt, only on Kiwi FM.